It's been like a long time since I've watched a Manchester derby and gone into it thinking that Man City were gonna lose. I always just think it was gonna be a draw or Man City's going to win. Today I went into the game with full expectation they were going to win and even put money on it. Paid in dividends. Like it must be so annoying for these home teams when Manchester City comes to play, and you literally have to watch your home team that you love so much chase the ball for a majority of the game because that's basically what Manchester City does. There's only like I think Bayern's like the only team, maybe even Brighton. I'm not sure if it was Brighton or someone, but like Bayern Munich for sure is like the only team that could either like have more possession than them or match them in possession. But every other team in the world, like they have a majority of the possession, and you're just watching them control the game. You're watching them take the ball up, then they pass it back. They play passes, and they just patiently wait for an opportunity. They strike. And like I have to preface by saying, so like when they talk about like the best player in the world, like we have like Ballon d'Or every year, mostly goes to like a striker for the most part. There's been years it's gone to defender, but like I think we have to start like using like the term like best like attacker in the world, best midfielder in the world, best defensive player in the world. Because like when you're talking about best player in the world, like at the moment right now, I think of Rodri. Like if we really think about this, when you're picking a team from scratch, out of every player in the world right now, you're making a team. Who are you putting over Rodri in that position? He's the number one draft pick for Spain, like probably the first name on the team sheet. First name on that team sheet for Manchester City. He would start any other club team in the world. He would go right into Manchester. Manchester United would take him with flying colors. Chelsea would take him with flying colors. Even in Liverpool, he would go in there flying colors right in the middle. Like every team, Bayern Munich, he would start over Kimmich and Goretzka. Like he would start every team. Like he would even start over Chouameni in Madrid as well. He would start on Barcelona. He'd start every team. Like he, just watching him play, bro, he is like the engine of this team. Like everything goes through him. He's great in tight spaces. The stature of this guy, the passing of this guy, the composure of this guy whenever he's under pressure. Like that's like the main difference between him and Calvin Phillips. Like we even heard Guardiola say, like, when the game's under control, there's not much to worry about. That's what I bring on Calvin. But like Rodri just can't even, like, he just does everything so well. He even actually does like the defensive pretty well. And he's just great, just that guy in the middle of the park that you want, bro. He does it all, bro. He's so good, bro. He's just so good. And we could talk about Mbappe and stuff like that. People who like you think like not one person in the world starting over them in that position. And that's how I feel for Rodri. And then you see Bernardo Silva, bro. He is literally one of the most technically like aesthetically pleasing technical players I've ever seen. And like just watching him play, bro, like he does everything. Like dude, just like so much to say. And like you just look at the Man City team, then you look over the Manchester United team, and like I was even thinking, like, why did Eric Ten Hag bring off Haaland? Like you're down 2 goals and you take off your one striker and bring on a winger and another wing back. Like, bro, add on, bro. You're down 2-0. And even like the fans were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, keep him on, bro. He's like, he's actually literally one of the shining beacons for Manchester United. Like, you could tell he's really in there, not really fazed by the pressure. Like, he's already doing his thing, bro. I'm actually impressed by him, bro. He's gonna go places, but there's not really much to break down about this game. Like, just so much better. But there's also another thing I want to say. It could be kind of controversial. So we all know how good Haaland is. Like, we don't have to talk about it. We all know how good he is. But I think the best finisher in that team is Alvarez. Like Haaland, I think was a way better finisher when he played for Dortmund than he is for City, and that's crazy because in the Dortmund team, like he had to make a lot of those goals on his own. But in this City team, he has players that could like lay on a plate for him. I'm not saying that didn't happen at Dortmund. Obviously, I have it from time to time, but like he had to work a lot harder for his goals as opposed to like on this team where he could just do his thing up top and like the goals come to him. But like that sitter at the end of the first half, and you even saw him and Pep talking about it at the end of the game. But it's like, bro, you're like in the 6-yard box. Onana is like coming across from the other side, and you like headed like back at his direction straight at him when you literally could have just went lightly like that. This is like stuff you train every day. And I'm just like thinking, like, when you talk about the best players in the world, and it's very unfair to even make a comparison to anybody currently playing to like Ronaldo and Messi, but like that's like the first thing that comes to my mind. Like Ronaldo and Messi ain't missing that one. Like they ain't missing like half the chance he's getting. We've seen it multiple games. Like he's had some sitters and like even just some chances that you think like, you know, there's other players that would like probably score these chances, and he's just like hitting somebody straight at the keeper. Like even like the chance where he had in the second half when Grealish laid it off to him, like he could have hit that first time like right in the near corner. Ronaldo's not going to do anything about that. Like get some air on it. But like maybe there's a lot of like overthinking. Maybe he's trying to do too much. But like he could actually. It's scary to think with the amount of goals he has now. Like he has more Premier League goals than Manchester United by himself. Like the same amount as a whole team. But it's like, man, the amount of goals he could have, it feels more clinical. And like we see goals Alvarez scores makes them out of nothing. And I'm thinking, man, if Alvarez had some of the chances he had, man, he'd probably be putting these away. But like, do not take that as me saying Haaland's a bad player. Nowhere near a bad player, but he has to be more clinical. He could be more clinical, and he could actually be like the best player in the world. Like, even though I do think he should win the Ballon d'Or, I'm probably gonna give it to Messi. But like, bro, he could literally have like minimum 2 goals every game if he was more clinical. Like some of the chances he gets, like just require like that extra, like, you know, like just like be good, like, you know, like fuck type of deal. Like he could have a lot more goals, but that's a very harsh criticism. But I mean, overall, I mean, like sometimes I watch Man City play, and like when like they have the ball and like the opposition's like third, I'm like thinking, oh man, like just take it up and score, and then they pass it back and they keep holding it, and next thing you know, they create a chance. Like I shut the fuck, like they just wait, they hold on to the ball, they make the other team like run and run and run, and then like they pick their spot. And also, Johnny Evans for that. For that third goal, like straight napping. You have like the best striker in the Premier League right behind you, bro, and you're just like not paying a lick of attention to him. Even on the second goal or third goal, no, it was the second goal. Yeah, just like Haaland's right behind him, just like chilling. Then he's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, but I mean, Manchester's been blue for a long time, and wow, like. It's like it's almost like Alan Shearer was saying, boys against men. Like there was not a doubt in my mind Man City were not going to lose this game, and like bro, just made them look so bad. And like you can see Bruno just frustrated, everyone frustrated. Anthony, bro, like Anthony literally trying to take out Doku's legs, like lashing, swiping at him, like literally trying to like kick his legs, bro. Like out of frustration, I'm like, bro, get a grip, bro. Like get a grip, like just stuff like that. But wow, yeah, another dominant Man City performance.